we'll get started.
All right.
And we'll start first with Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Chad.
Hey, Sam.
Kind of a two-part question for you. First of all, can you tell me how you found out and when you found out that you were going to start?
Well, kind of through the grapevine, kind of after the game, Mike Kafka said, "Hey, just be ready." And then he gave me the phone call early yesterday, and kind of just got the game plan going, and so excited about the opportunity.
Obviously, you had a pretty rough year last year just because of the injury and having to do a lot of work with that. I know it's the scenario of a Week 17 game, but still, there's got to be some excitement from you to be able to get out there, I assume.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been a while. It's crazy to think, my last game was 2014. I mean, I got all my games in when I was young, and then I had like a 5 or 6 year span where, I didn't get any playing time or just like some playing time just when we were up or down. But I'm really excited. I'm excited about the group that we're going to have out there, and it should be fun on Sunday.
Let's go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Chad, do you remember any details of that last start that you made way back when? And Brad will have a quick follow-up as well.
Yeah, I mean, we started off the season, we played the Eagles and then Washington Redskins and then the Colts. So it was halftime, and then Blake Bortles was obviously the draftee that year. So I knew going into it, if we weren't doing so well in the beginning of the year, I had a short leash. But, it is what it is. And, kind of I thought I was prepared and, did as best as I could out there, but just didn't work out. And then Blake kind of rode the road there.
Okay, and what kind of backup is Pat going to be, even if it's just for 1 week this week?
He'll be great. I mean, he'll be in the game plan. He'll study the film. He'll give me some tips. But he'll be in it, very involved, and he'll help me out just like Matt and I helped him out.
Go next to Herbie Tiopi. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Chad, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Hey, I'm well, thanks. And Brad, I'll have a second question of this one too. You mentioned that you're going to be excited about the group, and Coach Andy Reid tells us that he told you to go out there and play like you're 20, and then the majority of the guys are going to be in their 20s. So what is your message to those young rookies and first or second year players as they get extended time?
Man, I think it's just echoing what Coach Reid always tells us, go out there and be you, let your personality show. Don't be somebody that you're not. Even though this is a big stage for some guys, possible contracts for future, but you can't worry about that. I mean, you go out there, you play one play at a time, do the best of your capability. If, you get beat one play, come back the next play and beat the, defender up. But like I said, just be you, don't be somebody else. And, just have some fun.
Patrick does sometimes practice those sidearm throws. So how much have you been working on sidearm throws, and will we see it on Sunday?
Well, I mean, you never know. I mean, the arm angle, obviously the game has changed. So, defenders are getting their hands up and you have to shape the throws at certain times. But, he's pushed me definitely in physicality that I've never gone before. And it's just a lot of fun to be around. And he's teaching me so much different stuff and nuance of the new game, with the college game coming out with the spread and everything else. So, we're going to, put our print on it and, and just enjoy the moment.
Go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Right, I'll have a quick follow-up as well. Chad, I was wondering, what was your immediate reaction to Andy Reid saying, go out and feel like you're 20 again?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's the opportunity. Anytime you get an opportunity to go out there and be the starter in the NFL, it's, you take it, you don't take it for granted. And, play like you're 20. It's just go out there and be you. Like I said, I mean, obviously I'm not 20, I'm 35 right now, but, I can still move a little bit and hopefully, get out there and show some things that I have.
Yeah. And to make it in the NFL, I think we all have an understanding of just how much of a competitor you have to be, given it's been so long. Is there this intrinsic feeling of, how can I still do this? Can I still do this? That you want to prove it to yourself?
Sure. Deep down and always, I mean, when we go out there and practice against the defense each and every day, I mean, I try to, give them the best look each and every week and, fit, throws in there that, are tight throws and that you normally do in the game that you have to make. So I think, being prepared all the way through this year with the defense and, giving them a look, hopefully it will prepare me for the Sunday.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Chad. Around the middle of this season, a lot of guys sort of put it out there that, hey, it would be a nice accomplishment to go 15-1. I know you've been a major part of the 14 wins already this year, obviously helping Patrick in the offense. like you mentioned. But what would it mean for you if given this opportunity now to have a real hand in getting the 15th win?
I mean, it'd be a great opportunity. I mean, not only for myself, but for this team, for this franchise. They signed me this past year to come in for these opportunities and just always be ready. So to give back to them just as they give back to me, it'd be a tremendous opportunity for me.
Go next to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Chad, we didn't get the chance to talk to you after the Denver game, but you talked about the break, 6 years since your last start, and that was 8 years since your last rushing touchdown. And it looked like you really celebrated it and the teammates got involved. How much did that mean to you at the time, to be able to get into the end zone after such a long time?
Oh, it's great. I mean, even when that play came in, I was like, are they serious right now? We're going to run some zone read here. But hey, whatever they call as a quarterback, you try to make the best of it and make it work. But to get in there, I mean, definitely exciting. Great job by the offensive line and, some of the tight ends out there blocking. But, it was special. You let your emotions show. And it was just great to be out there with the guys again.
Looks like we've got two more. We'll go Harold and then Karen. Go ahead, Harold.
Hey, Chad, back in 2018, you kind of had Patrick Mahomes when it was his first full season, and now you're seeing him in his third full season. I'm curious, what's the difference you've seen between seeing him in the quarterback room from 2018 to 2020 in terms of his preparation and how his leadership skills have developed?
Yeah, I mean, I always felt like Patrick's been a great leader. Obviously, you can always improve on it, but he's been tremendous since day one. I think the biggest thing, obviously, is preparation, and I think just identifying defenses and how to attack them is the biggest thing that jumps out at me. He knows where to go with the football. He's on time. And, he really, goes out there and shreds some of the defenses because the ball's out on time and he knows how we're going to attack it. But just in that standpoint, understanding defenses and know where to go with the ball quickly, he's done a tremendous job with.
We'll go last to Karen Kornacki. Go ahead, Karen.
Hey, Chad. Happy holidays. Just want to ask you, how different will the offense be? Will there be things in there just for you that Patrick wouldn't do and things that Patrick does that you don't do? So will the offense be a little bit geared for you and your style?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some different nuances, but for the most part, it's just what we've been running all year. So, I have to be prepared if Patrick were to go down in a game and be able to run the offense. Coach Reed's not going to change anything, in game. So we kind of kept very similar offense, what we're going to prepare for the Chargers and, go out there and execute.
Well, we will get started, and we'll start first with Harold Kuntz. Go ahead, Harold.
Hey, Mike, when you came into this season, obviously you have high expectations of yourself and whatever you do in your performance, but did you feel that you've kind of exceeded even your own expectations as we approach the end of the season here from the beginning of the season?
Yes and no, because at the same time, I still had the idea that, whenever my number's going to be called, I'm going to be ready to go. And that's the bar set for myself. So going into the season, I wanted to soak in as much as I could so I could be able to exceed or excel, especially with the teammates I have, the position group I have, the coaches I have. So if it wasn't from them guys, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at.
Go next to Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Mike, I'm just curious, this time of year, playoffs, how excited are you to get out there in the playoffs and show what you can do?
Oh, man, I'm excited, and only so many teams, get to go to the playoffs. Some of these teams' last game is this week, so to be in this position and be with these group of guys and coaches to, make history, it's a blessing. I'm excited, man. I'm ready to get the ball rolling.
Go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Mike, I know there's goals to accomplish continuing on into the playoffs, but I know you went from Central Michigan to Michigan, did a little bit of part-time at Michigan. Did you feel like maybe that coming into this rookie season that you had something to prove, and does it make you more proud of what you've been able to accomplish at the pro level?
Absolutely. Every year I come in with a chip on my shoulder and I have something to prove. And, just being able to do that over the course of the years is just, it feels good. And also makes me feel like I'm elevating my game. And I know that I'm giving, what I got to this game. And, I'm trying to get what I got in.
Go next to Herbie Teope. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Mike, if I'm not mistaken, you recorded a season-high 40 defensive snaps way back in week 2, and there's an opportunity here where you might see more action. You probably might eclipse that. So how do you approach this week mentally and physically, knowing that you're probably going to see a lot more action?
Well, every week, man, you got to be locked in. And, this is important week. This is the last game of the season, so I'm going to come in, prepare like it's the first game of the season. This is a big game for us, going into playoffs. We got to have the right mindset and go into this game and go in and handle business.
And we'll go last to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Mike, following up on that specifically, as far as the pretty good chance that you're going to be starting on Sunday, what would that mean to you to just be able to go out there at Arrowhead Stadium and get your first NFL start in a game like that?
Oh man, it's a dream come true to be able to represent the name on my back and to represent the Chiefs organization. It's a blessing, and like I always say, not too many people get to do this thing. So to be able to come in and start and possibly start, it's a great feeling. I just know that I gotta, when the door is knocking, I gotta answer. I gotta show up on time. I gotta do what I gotta do, and I gotta make sure my teammates, my coaches trust me when I'm out on that field.
Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Legarius, you've somehow, and I know you guys got goals in the playoffs, but you've managed to pull off a really nice rookie season coming from a small school. What would you credit and who would you credit for some of the success and the ease of your transition?
God and my coaching staff.
Go next to Aaron Ladd. Go ahead, Aaron.
Hey, I imagine it wasn't too easy watching everybody play while you were dealing with that injury. What has it been like kind of trying to use that time to get back on the field? And do you still feel like you're back at 100%?
Honestly, I was still coming to meetings, during that time while I was hurt. I still was working with the team and everything. But so it wasn't no different, really, just me physically being out there doing what I'm supposed to be doing instead of reading from a book. That's the only hard part that I had.
Go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Legarius, just curious what your expectations were for yourself coming into this season as a rookie, and have you met those expectations, exceeded those expectations, not there yet? Can you elaborate on that?
No, sir. I'm still going, still have a couple of games left. And as of now, I'm just still going, trusting the process.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Legarius, I'm interested going back to your college career. We all know about you making the switch between cornerback and safety and what you had to do last year. Was there a moment where you figured that you were going to be a successful NFL player, even if most people did not know it at the time?
No, it's not. It didn't. Honestly, it was hard. I just kept faith in myself and within God. I had people prophesizing it to my life, manifested it to me, but other than that, no, I just trust the process.
We'll go last to Karen Kornacki. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, Legarius. Happy holidays. Just wanted to ask you, what are your expectations for this game? With so many different players and, an enthusiasm for guys who haven't had the chance to play a lot and, to finish out the year, maybe get that 15-1 record. What do you think is the main goal as a lot of the teammates that you have are resting?
The main goal, just stay the course and, just take day by day and believe in the process, and also don't let us take a break during this off time that we have, and stay in the film room and stay engaged with the team.